When we pray, we can take that. We can turn.
Yes, fine.
Very good.
Okay.
Street, thou art woman, Ato Kumanasi, thou art also man, Tan Kumara, thou art a little boy, Uttava Kumari, thou art also the little girl. Jirno Dandena Vanchasi, thou art the old man walking with the cane. Tang Jato Bhavasi, Vishwato Mukhaha, thou art born again and again, in different places, in different forms. Then Tamil, English.
This is for recording price.
Sit down. How are you doing? Fine. Next week.
Morning, Mr. Just
You asked me yesterday the count.
100
100.
people. Not 115.
No, I
He
think
said 115, Murari.
you count.
Counted chairs.
Chair. And they said all the chairs were full. Filled.
I counted from the back, Swami, I got about 115.
Okay, then it's 115. Mr. Sahai said about 100, but it could be more. Because he counted chairs, the rows and all that, but you would have more extra.
We should make it 115.
Then that's the word.
We brought in so many extra chairs. And on the floor.
And all the musicians.
You did not come, Mrs. Mann, Mrs. Talbot? It's difficult to come in the night.
Well, it was either come last night or today, because my back wouldn't take both times.
Yes, yes.
So I chose today.
Om Brahma Who made this halwa?
I did with your grace.
You did. Little, not much. Yes.
Do you need my prayer too?
Just a little bit for me.
Swami, Beatrice is at Sacramento State helping as a proctor at a test being taken.
I'll bring you some if you want. No, you don't need to. I'm not a kid for it. Oh, my.
Hey, musician, what do you want? Coffee or juice?
What? No.
Just a little bit, a little bit.
A piece of meat without any
Or a carrot.
No, Bob.
Isn't it fun?
I already want you beautiful.
Mr. Sagan,
Yes, he's on this side, Swami. Next to his Teresa.
Oh, you have
I think I need a little shot.
You need a shot.
Thank you.
How's Kate?
Ganesh.
Oh, there in the middle.
Give her our love.
Thank you.
We have to discuss this evening, morning, in what different ways we can celebrate the centenary of the Parliament, the centenary of Swamiji's Chicago lecture and appearance. The Indian ambassador in Washington wrote us two letters. So we want to know the Vedanta Society is different Vedanta Society, how they are observing this function. So I want your opinion, individual opinions. You can write and WhatsApp. One day we could have a ladies' song, 2 songs, all ladies. About Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, Mother Kali. Mother Kali, Vivekananda and Ramakrishna, 3 songs, all ladies. Another day we can invite that flute player. He will play this bamboo flute for. There should be a drum player with him.
You can have Chaudhary come.
Huh?
There's a Chaudhary here who is a tabla.
Who is Chaudhary?
Actually, Lorena is learning from him. Chaudhary, who sometimes comes to our functions, plays tabla.
He will be able to play.
Yeah, he's not doing anything.
He's Murari's friend.
Murari's friend also my friend, but would he be able to play the tabla?
He has a special knack.
It is a technical music. You see, you don't know what is sham, what is the sham, the fundamentals of music without knowing. They are building a orifice on sand that would crumble. They are learning tabla. I have learned aktala, I have learned japtala, I have learned daptala. But you have learned the fundamental of matra and the tal and the sham. So whether that gentleman will be able to play, he can play our music, he can play. Because our music there is no technical demonstration, just fundamental. The ragas are correct, the ragas are pure. But in the pure ragas, real, when it is expanded, you see, then you really feel the tone of the music. The music goes to your heart.
How about Bajalo Amar?
Now you think yourself, and whatever all those ladies who will sing, where is TV gone?
It's here, it's on you.
Turn the TV to different speakers.
Different chewers.
This side, the lady's face.
Panning now.
She took first her wife's face. Martha, you please will sign this. This check has been included in the donation, but this check is written as Vedanta Society, Sacramento, Joy Swamiji, evidently for Swamiji name, but yesterday our function was for Swamiji. So you please sign or stamp and give it to Kishore. Then Kishore, The Mojla Amar Mon Bhramara is a first class song. It is Thakur used to sing, and those who will sing, the ladies, they should know each one of them. And if that tabla player can do that, that is nice. That is one Kali's song and one Ramakrishna song.
Everyone knows.
Huh?
Esheche Nutan Manush, everyone knows.
Everyone knows. Akeshe che nutan manush. Then mother is over. Then one Vivekananda song.
You mean the Shiva song that he composed, like Rathaya or...
Yeah. Yes. What he composed, Tathaya Tatha. These three. All the ladies will be able to sing.
Yeah.
How much time it will cover? It will finish within 1 hour?
3 songs should take 20 minutes, 20.
No, it should be 1 hour at least. We should serve some refreshments. That is a must. Some simple refreshment. That we want, Swami, please remember this.
Yes, Maharaj.
One evening's function. And another evening's function will be our Janmashtami, will be within this period. And Janmashtami we have already different things, and we shall add something more about Swamiji, and then it will be another evening's function, Janmashtami.
Are we going to keep any special lectures on the...
Oh, of course. There will be a seminar one day. There will be seminar, different, our congregation, different speakers will speak. One Swami can speak, and Chak can speak, and
Bhadra is a good speaker. Bhadra is a good speaker.
Bhadra is not coming so often now. Bhadra is a good speaker, of course. But we shall see if she can come. Otherwise, there are other speakers.
Professor Lewis? Professor...
She is speaking this month.
Dr. Lewis.
Dr. Lewis.
He is speaking this on Vivekananda.
Yes, Maharaj.
To add to that, then that will be a celebration. Dr. Lewis is here, and Dr. Lewis's lecture paper supplemented by, she is coming when? Tomorrow?
No, next week.
Next week.
But she speaks the last Sunday of the month.
You will have to speak one day.
That's what you said.
In a seminar.
That's what you said.
When Chak speaks, you speak. Acha, you think among yourself, what are the we cannot have any procession or anything.
Can we get a film on the life of Swamiji?
Huh?
Can we get a film?
From where? There is a movie which you prepared, or Chetanananda prepared.
Perhaps we could show that.
That would be a great idea.
Huh?
It must.
That is not a movie, man. It's not a, it was Swamiji's life instead narrated by other speakers, and pictures are shown. Pictures plus narration. Chetananda has done that for Swamiji as also for Sri Ramakrishna. Both are very successful. And recently he has done that for Swami Gambhirananda, our last but one president. That is excellent.
Can we invite him?
Whom?
Chetananda, when he comes with us.
Yes. Yes. That will be nice.
Swami, the Dalai Lama's coming, and he's going to be speaking at the Chicago Center.
Yes.
At Ganges. Could you arrange to get him here?
No.
You could not.
No, he will laugh, and everybody will laugh. And they will say, who suggested? Then I will not hide. I will suggest one great scholar and one great sannyasi. He suggested. And Dalai Lama is in trouble. Dalai Lama has to speak in India. Calcutta there is 25,000 or 20, in a big hall called Netaji Stadium. He will speak there, and that will be the meeting on behalf of the Ramakrishna mission. Swamiji's visit to Chicago. And at the same time, Dalai Lama has to come here, in Chicago. Chicago will have a big meeting. And apart from that, Chicago Center will have another meeting in the ashrama. That is puja, rituals, bhajan, this, like that.
When will that be, Swami?
Huh?
Do you know when it will be?
All will be in August. Huh?
This is terrible.
From August 25 to September 3 or 4, that is the period. But Dalai Lama will be in trouble. How can he be present simultaneously in two places? We shall see how things turn. But our function last night, I should say, was very successful for them. Americans learning sitar and tabla to that extent is wonderful, unexpected. Yeah. And they know 63 years, this lady said, she has been learning sitar from Ali Akbar Khan. I said, Ali Akbar Khan is not a sitarist, she is a sarod. How can you learn how can you learn sitar from him? No, we learn from others. He corrects and he shows. He has a splendid sense of all the raginis and ragas. It is not actually directly from Ali Akbar Khan that he has learned.
He also singing also. He has got classes of singing.
Others teach and he's an old man now.
Yes, direction.
Direction. His name is one thing, you see. If you name, I am a student of Ali Akbar Khan. I can say that I am a student of Buddha. Because we should have another day for Swamiji's love for Buddha. You see, Swamiji and Buddha.
Buddha Jayanti. Buddha Jayanti. On Buddha Jayanti.
Me.
On Buddha Jayanti you can do that. Lecture, then Buddha's readings from Buddha, and
passages of what Swamiji said about Buddha.
yes. In this way we have to do something. We cannot arrange any procession or dancing. We can do one thing, we can spend some money in printing Swamiji's some important sayings, some 4 or 5 pages or 6 pages of folder, nicely printed. And that can be done in your laboratory work?
Yes, one.
Huh?
Yeah, it can be done on the computer.
Computer, nicely printed. How many pages maximum?
There's no maximum. It can do a book.
How much it will cost?
Urvashi can get quotes on it.
Yes, Urvashi will give us a quote. The passages, Swamiji, I will select what passages to include.
Okay.
And in an artistic way as she does. We can distribute that among students and all.
Very nice.
I just say, everybody please think how interesting it may be. And this report will go to the consul and the consul, not consul, the ambassador. And the ambassador will send it to India. Because the India government has deputed him. give request to Vedanta Society to do something on Swamiji's centenary.
Can Sacramento publish an article written by you on Swamiji?
Will they publish? Will they publish?
I believe so, Swami.
I can write. It's Swamiji's, who was Swamiji? It is very strange, all these years we are working here. Plenty of books, of course, are being spread and sold, and plenty of books on Swamiji. But people actually showing them, coming, participating in our centers, and very few, very few.
Swami, is Gargi doing any more research for another book on
I do not know. Already 6 she has done.
It would be interesting to hear her talk about
Huh?
it. It would be interesting to hear her talk about her.
Yes, one day we can invite her. Special invitation. Special invitation. In this way, as you say, all through 1993 we shall do this. We shall not stop in September. September is the real time. All these people will continue. Chicago people, they will begin, and they have requested my representative is Swami. Yeah. Tarakananda, no. Prapanananda. Prapanananda is my representative. So he will go. He will go. But Prapanananda has been also being invited by the St. Louis Center. Cancel that. Cancel that. They have plenty of lectures. 2 times going, it is a lot of money. Same place. St. Louis is cancel that in Chicago. Not Chicago, what? St. Louis. He will have his ways and means to celebrate. But we shall invite him. Invite him with his videotapes on Swamiji and Ramakrishna. 2 nights you can spend that.
Swami, I thought the center who invited Swamis had to pay their fare.
Huh?
I thought the center who invited Swamis to come had to pay the fare.
We shall pay. For Chetananda we shall pay. If he comes. He may not accept it, but we shall offer that. That's a part of our expenditure. And one day there will be a function in the temple reading Swamiji's books. It's a continuously, one by one text responsibility to reading for 1 hour, one for 2 hours. Different books of Swamiji, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raj Yoga, Jnana Yoga. In the temple. So in the temple there should be some functions. And Janmashtami will be outdoors. And in this way we shall have a presentable and impressive and program. And one day bookstore function. Swamiji's books on displayed. And there will be some lectures in the bookstore and free distribution of some pamphlets and all. The bookstore itself should be.
Special sale on Swami Vivekananda.
Yes.
Special discount.
Special discount, yes.
And free coffee.
Huh?
Free coffee.
Free?
Free coffee.
Coffee.
And cookies.
Free coffee, yes.
Liberation, 10% off.
Free coffee and free sugar also. Yeah, what is your name? Asia? You have read Vivekananda's books?
No, not,
No?
no.
गान गाओ जगत जुड़े whoever can add their voice. What is he doing?
There's someone outside.
Huh?
Some visitor is out there.
Claudine's husband.
Who?
Claudine's husband.
Huh?
Claudine's husband.
Oh. Why it is so hot? It cannot be cooled?
Open the door.
We can open the door.
She was cold, so she has to have it cold.
Swami's
You are in charge of the clock. You cannot do it completely. No, we had a cooling system here.
Cooling system.
Where is Murari? Please take these two. This was brought by that girl, what is her name?
Deborah.
Deborah. I have given her Sanskrit name Devi. She brought that last night. So I told Murari most of it should go to the satsang, and some should be left there. Sometimes some guests come, and some should be taken by the monastery. Begin.
From where? Start or from the end?
Nayana Duti. First explain the meaning. That is how you can lecture. Nayana Duti melile kave parano have khushi. Explain this.
Swami, you translate it.
All right. I was expecting that. I will translate and sing the first line. This is a song, Man, Nature and God, written by India's great poet Rabindranath Tagore, who won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913. The work which brought him the Nobel Prize is called Gitanjali, offering up songs. Most of the songs are addressed to the divine. You see, a very interesting book and full of inspiration. Though he was a poet, but he was a great devotee. Though he was not a Hindu, he was a Brahmin. But he has copiously used in his poems Hindu images, Hindu ideas. He has used Saraswati, Lakshmi, Vishnu, Narayan, all these, because these are really concepts, high concepts. He has used, without high concepts, how can there be poetry? There cannot be poetry without high ideas and sweet words. A poet should have a rich vocabulary. You see, there was a king in India. His name was Vikramaditya. And he had a court. And so court musicians were there, court poets were there and all. Then Kalidasa, the great poet, was one of the poets. And Baba Bhuti was another great, scholastically he was a great scholar. Sanskrit scholar and poet too. He had many poetical works. So Vikramaditya, King Vikramaditya, there was a dry tree in one corner of the assembly, a dry tree. Then he asked Baba Bhuti, you please describe this dry tree. And he described. He chose all dry words. Those of you who do not know Sanskrit, who do not know Bengali, would not understand the difference. You see? Baba Bhuti said, you can understand from my expression of voice. Shushkang kashtang tishtati agre. Shushka means dry, kashtang means wood, tishtati means stays, agre means in front. In front of us a dry wood is standing. Shushkang kashtang tishtati agre. He concluded. Then the king Vikramaditya signed to poet Kalidasa. You please describe the same thing. Then he said, Nirasa taruvara purata bhati. Nirasa means there is no rasa anymore, no wetness anymore. It has become shushka. The same thing, but without saying shushkang, he said nirasa. Nirasa tarubara. Instead of saying kashtang, he sang tarubara. Once it was a beautiful tree. And now all the rasa has gone, it becomes nirasa. Nirasa tarubara is giving the taru, means the tree, is some dignity. You are not an ordinary thing, you are a tarubara, you are a mighty tree. Nirasa tarubara purata bhati. Purata means in front. Instead of saying agre, he said purata. And instead of saying asti, Shushkang kashtang tishtati agre. He said bhati, he's shining. Even though he's dry, he's shining with the light of God. Nothing can shine without the light of consciousness. You see? So, he said, Nirasatarubara purato bhati. Then everybody was impressed. See? So this song is a combination of nature, God and man. We will sing from, I like to sing the middle portion first. Nayana duti melile kabe, parano habe khushi. As soon as I open my eyes, my heart becomes happy. Because whatever I see God. It's God's glory, God's beauty. So when I was meditating, I was not seeing that God outside shining. But when I open my eyes, Nana duti melile kave. This is the poet's heart's prayer, his desire. His desire is to, we say simple, Sri Ramakrishna's language was Ishar Darshan, vision of God. And the poet here is a bhakta, but is expressing his bhakti in poetical language. Nayana duti melile kave parano habe khushi. As soon as when that day will come, as soon as I open my eyes, I become happy. Oh, it is God, it is God, it is God. Je patho diya choliya jabo, sabare jabo khushi. In whatever way I go, I will make everyone happy. If a person have a strong perfume in his or her clothes, or if a person is a man during shaving an exceptional Paris, what is that called?
Aftershave.
Aftershave lotion. He likes that. And if he comes here, everybody will smell that. Nobody can escape that smell of strong perfume. So, Nayana duti melile kave paran je patho diya choliya jabo sabare jabo tushi. In whatever way I go, everyone will be happy. Who is this man? Who is this man coming? He is smelling perfume. Perfume of God. His face, you see, his face is not ordinary face. His face is like Urvashi's face. Urvashi had a special face because the Lord Indra, the king of heaven, kept her in order to entice. Entice sadhus, entice who are doing austerities, because Indra was always afraid some powerful man will come and drive me out of heaven. So she was always afraid, and if he saw somebody is doing tapasya, 16 hours meditation is doing without food at all, then Indra was afraid. Then Indra will ring up, Urvashi, are you home? And Urvashi would say, yes, my lord. Well, you please come at once. And I have an important job to assign to you. You would call Urvashi and say, such a man in such a mountain is doing great penance, not for spiritual realization. In order to come to heaven and drive me from heaven, and occupy heavenly throne. নয়ন দুটি মেলিলে যাবে পরাণ হবে খুশি যে পথ দিয়া চলিয়া যাব সবারে যাব তুষি. In my old voice I will sing these two songs. I have seen that when I sing these two in my whatever my scale is, everybody can follow. নয়ন দুটি মেলিলে কবে পরাণ হবে খুশি যে পথ দিয়া চলিয়া যাব সবারে যাব তুষি.
নয়ন দুটি মেলিলে কবে পরাণ হবে খুশি যে পথ দিয়া চলিয়া যাব সবারে যাব তুষি. নয়ন দুটি মেলিলে কবে পরাণ হবে খুশি যে পথ দিয়া চলিয়া যাব সবারে যাব খুশি. রয়েছ তুমি একথা গাবে জীবন মাঝে সহজ হবে আপনি কামে তোমারি নাম ধনিবে সব কাজে. রয়েছ তুমি একথা কামে জীবন মাঝে সহজ হবে আপনি কামে তোমারি নাম ধনিবে সব কাজে. জগৎ জুড়ে উদার সুরে আনন্দ গান বাজে সে গান গাবে গভীর রাবে বাজিবে হিয়া মাঝে. জগৎ জুড়ে
বাহ, Urvashi, you had breakfast in the morning? No? There was no food in Joyce? There is no Sanskrit class this evening. No, Sanskrit.
Scripture?
Scripture, Ramakrishna Vivekananda class. I was almost going to massacre the function yesterday.
Why was that, Maharaj?
I said, I gave an introductory talk invitation, but I thought I could. Chanting is ordinary. When the Swami comes, he does a chanting. So I said, I will do a chanting with classical music. I will introduce, this is an old man, but he had at one time, he had some experience of classical music. Ragini Kedara. I have done that some occasions. Yeah. A sage says, here, Swamiji quoted this in his Chicago address. Hear all ye that live in different regions. I have discovered that infinite light within my heart, by knowing which man becomes immortal. There is no other way, there is no other way. I put it into Kedar Ragini. I thought of doing that.
You should have, Maharaj.
Bapu Bap. Then I thought, what am I going to do? They will laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh.
You can do it now.
Why not do it now?
You will not laugh?
No, never. We like your voice, Maharaj.
Shrinnantu Vishe Amritasya Putra Aye Dhamani Divyani Tasthu. You see the Kedar? Yeah, Sama. Shrinnantu Vishe Amritasya Putra Aye Dhamani Divyani Tasthu Vedahametam Purushang Mahantam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastat Tameva Viditva Amritattvameti Nana Pantha Vidyate Ayanaya Nanya Pantha Vidyate Ayanaya Nanya Pantha Vidyate Ayanaya.
Very nice. You should have last night.
Babri Bab. Anyway, last night's function in the name of Swamiji was very successful. And we hope all our functions, what you will do, will be successful and people will come. We shall send special invitations. Swamiji's name, 1 year of Swamiji's thinking. Claudine is gone. Went away with her husband. If Claudina is not there, who will take care of this? He will take your book called, who is there in the bookshop?
I will be there, Swami.
Huh?
I'll be
Just put this in the kitchen. Urvashi can do that.
there. Yes.
Huh? Yes. Because Urvashi did not see me yesterday. Jai.
Jai Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Mahamai Ki Jai. Jai Swami Maharaj Ki Jai.
This moment, the subject came to my mind. Vedanta not Indianized. This is the time, this is new age. You have to preach Vedanta minus too many of Indian concepts. Vedanta not Indianized. If I announce this subject, I am sure 65 people will come, at least. At least. So we have to choose new subjects, new titles, and we have to prepare how to present that new temple. Then people will come.
Is that like Brahmo Samaj, Swami?
Huh?
Is that like Brahmo Samaj?
No.
What does it mean, not Indianized, Swami?
Huh?
What does that mean?
Indianized means not too much of puja, too much of these devas and devis and all. In Swamiji's works, do you find too much of these? He speaks of Vedanta primarily as the glory of man. Who is man? The real man is emphasis on the discovery of man's divinity, unity of mankind, unity of the whole world. Unity, divinity, and service, karma yoga. Karma yoga, you do karma but without attachment. It was his guru's teachings. These things, if it can be practiced, that will be Vedanta. What did I say?
Vedanta not Indianized.
Not Indianized. You will see 65 people will come here. We are going more and more into worship and puja. Some people like that. So we have this year omitted Chaitanya. Chaitanya will be in his songs one day and lecture. Swami will give Chaitanya's lecture one day. You have already given?
No, Maharaj, tomorrow is that.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh.
Day after tomorrow is Chaitanya's birthday.
Oh. So what is your subject?
Sri Chaitanya, the messenger of divine love.
Acha, in this lecture you must bring Swamiji. Swamiji also said many things about Kirtan and The people have too much kirtan, they are becoming weak. He spoke of heroism and ting, 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 cold. He said, these things about Swamiji's ideas, please include that. Then that will be included as one of the functions. And you'll be ready to sing Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. No, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
In the 3 different raginis.
Kedar, Vasant and Yaman. The 3 raginis that we sing Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
That can be sung tomorrow? Other Krishna, his birthday is tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow, we can do that. Anyway, somehow you combine with Swamiji's centenary.
Swami, how do you reconcile the two? Because Lord Chaitanya was devotion and kirtan, and then you say Vivekananda did not stand for kirtans and weakness and all.
No, one way, Chaitanya was a great Jnani. Swamiji has said, Ramakrishna has said that. He was in the night, he was in deep samadhi. Deep samadhi. And outwards coming, he was. Sri Ramakrishna has said Chaitanya has 3 moods. In one mood he will talk with people and all, and another mood he will do kirtan and all. But in his deepest mood he was in samadhi. You see, if a person repeats the God's name seriously and goes within deep, he goes to Bhav Samadhi. And Chaitanya had that. Chaitanya was a great Jnani, not according to Sri Ramakrishna's estimation. You mentioned this point, don't forget.
Yes.
Take a note. Take down note here.
I remember.
You'll remember. Joy has, we have done Joy?
Yes.
Very genuine.
Huh?
Trust me, we did it.
You did it? Acha, chalo. No, not yet.
That is so nice last night. I enjoyed last night so much.
You can see how I'm feeling. Okay, as soon as we get through, I'll come in and check for you. Where was Betty today?
Oh, she was at Sacramento State.
Oh.
She was a proctor.
Oh, I see. I thought when you came in with Doctor that she must have
Yeah.
something.
Swami, our music group was quite loud, wasn't it? Our song. Then also,
काफी है
हाँ?
काफी
And it's good to us. चलो
And you're not coming back today, you're coming tomorrow.
Swami,
Yeah.
would it be okay if I took a video of your shrine in your bedroom?
Yes.
Just for a minute. Just
Yes.
okay.
Bedroom, mother, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you wash them?
Oh, certainly, certainly.
Wash them there. Oh. Just the mother?
Okay.
No, Shiva also?
Okay.
Let's light it. Okay, this light can bring. You see, Shiva, the mother. The shrine in my
That brush there, the rest, or what you do sometimes after the work.
also the right side of the wall, Rama. Yes. This side there is not much. Not with that. That is my special star.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
The first star is for dry. First star.
I forgot where the cup goes. Up right in there, right there, covered right
Oh,
there.
in here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, when you open the door, you'll see.
Your house is a palatial building.
It's all right.
Right in the midst of forest, surrounded by trees. When there was those storm and all, you were afraid.
I don't know if I was. Sometimes I was. Not so much of the storm. My mind's been going up and down a lot lately. It's you know.
Shivaratri.
That
Yeah.
alone?
We went to San Francisco.
Oh.
Yeah.
That can dry here then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just spoon here?
This spoon you can.
Because here?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Yes. Acha. Now videotape is over.